Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tasha and I'm a full-time artist based in Colorado, and welcome to another studio vlog. This is hopefully going to be a fun, quick one. I'm just doing a half day today. It's literally like 4:30 p.m. and I'm just getting down here. And as I start every day with a little cleanup, you just saw, I do not clean up my studio on a regular, so every once in a while I have to reset things. And I was just hosting my nephews here, and so they had a lot of art making time down here, and I just needed to clean up the paint and the clay and the drawing materials and all of that. But now we're like somewhere in between tidy and chaotic, but just good enough for me to feel mentally well enough to get some work done in here. Today I have a little list of things to do that we'll do together. First thing I need to do is pack some orders for my online store. Second, I am working on some client work, so we need to do the final coloring of a t-shirt design. And then lastly, I want to kind of get started on creating a wholesale sheet for potential clients and collaborators to purchase my items in bulk so they can be placed in stores. Yeah, and we'll answer some emails and some boring admin stuff, blah blah blah. But the exciting part is making that t-shirt design, because we get to make some art, and who's mad at that? And hopefully it doesn't take me forever, because again, it's already 4:30 and I do not want to be pulling an all-nighter by any means. I still want to finish before dinner time. So I'm making this video to hold me accountable because I don't feel like doing anything today. But things need to get done, and that's kind of the challenge of being an entrepreneur, being self-employed and self-motivated, is finding that self-motivation and essentially the discipline to get the work done when you don't necessarily feel like it. So that's what we're gonna do. Also, I got some new hair. I got a haircut. Look at me. Team Bob. Got a haircut. I've been wearing over-the-head headphones all day, so I feel like it kind of messed up the little swoop I had going on. But yeah, I'm very happy with it. I have been living with it for a few days now, and it is so cute to me. And I just finished this sweater recently, so I'm going to be making this my personality for the foreseeable future, because this is my favorite thing I've ever made. It is so cute. The colors I chose are, I think, stunning on my complexion personally. And so yeah, prepare to be sick of me. Let's get started. All right, let's see what we have for online orders. Let me pull up. I only think it's like 2 or something like that, which is amazing. Even if it was 1, I would be excited. I'm always so grateful. Okay, we have 2 orders. 2 orders to pack. So let me grab, ooh, this one's kind of big. Let's grab these items and gather them together. Handy dandy sticker storage. All right. This person got a grow sticker, a book sticker, respectfully, space, snake in my boot. And a philodendron sticker. Order number 1. Such a cute assortment. Love it. And this sticker is transparent. So all of this white space is actually clear. And we'll see through whatever. Which I love, the transparent sticker. This one's one of my favorites because of the sparkles. Look at the sparkles. Oh my god, we love her. Snake in our boot. Take Up Space is a classic one in my shop, and then they got this sticker sheet, which I want to design more sticker sheets. They're actually really fun to design. But yeah, this one's philodendrons. Thanks, Tyler. All right, this second order is 2 prints. We have this one, which is so stunning, and then this is a much older print that I have. I only have one left of this guy, but the colors are really beautiful. And then they got a few stickers. Oops, I'm missing one. But we got some stickers here, and thank you, Roberto. Alright, so I was just going through my email really quickly and realized there were some notes I wanted to jot down, and I have not written out my February calendar in my bullet journal yet, which is definitely a record because it is the middle of February. But to my own credit, I was on work trips literally the first week and a half of February, and so didn't really need to be in my bullet journal because I was just doing the thing that I was doing for those days. But now that we're back, getting back into the swing of things, I'm going to write out this February calendar just because I need to be able to see everything I have going on. I'm going to backlog the things I've done these last few days just so I know when I've done those, and then we can hop into making, I'm gonna finish these emails and then we can hop into making the art for the t-shirt design, which is exciting. But let's put the desk back down now because I don't like to stand and write. It's weird. It's just for computer time. I have finished my bullet journal for February and getting all of that situated, and now I'm trying to do a little bit of planning. I still have not jumped into that artwork and it's almost 6:30, but we're getting there. I was just invited very last minute to a really cool opportunity to take a avalanche safety class in Washington. That is a really cool opportunity because sometimes I get job opportunities where I have to do backcountry snow stuff, and I have always rejected it because I don't know what I'm doing. And so this could be really cool. It is a program, I think it's called Edge PNW, and they are offering like essentially like free scholarships to minorities and women of color who want to learn this stuff. And so I just have to buy a flight and everything else is covered, and so that's what I'm going to do right now. And it's annoying because it's on Frontier, and so I'm gonna have to pay a lot for my bags, which is annoying. Let me see, maybe I'll do a different, I'm trying to do the math because you know how Frontier is. It's like, is it really discounted if I end up paying an extra like $60 both ways for my bag? Like, come on. I literally just did the math with the baggage, and unfortunately Frontier is, I can't avoid it. Like, going there or coming back, one of the flights has to be Frontier, so that's that. And so either I use Frontier both times or use them the one time and fly Delta one way. It's a difference of $3. $3. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just bite the bullet and just do Frontier both ways, just for the simplicity of it all. Either way. Either way. And so yeah, I am booking this flight and I'm gonna go learn about snow safety. It's giving random side quests. It's very much giving random side quest, but we're going with it. We're going with it. It's a great opportunity to learn something new, have some fun, meet some new people, and network. And so I always have a business mindset with everything that I do. And so it should be fun. It's gonna be great. I'll bring you guys along, of course. I'll bring you guys along once we get there. That's not until the end of the month. A week? That is 8 days from now. Okay. Everything's fine. The page is still loading, saying that the flight is being booked. Okay. Confirmation. I'm going. In 8 days. Which sounds crazy. But it's okay. It's alright. Am I convincing myself? Is that what's happening? I am convincing myself. But we love a random side quest over here. That's kind of how I have built my career. So I've been in this situation before. It has always worked out. I've always been nervous, like, what am I getting myself into? It's okay. It always works out. This opportunity came my way for a reason. I have sent off an invoice, read the last email I'm going to read for today, and now let's draw, finally. I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about my process when it comes to creating client work. Essentially, a client will approach me and have a brief, a problem, a need, and I will look at the scope of the project and propose a budget and a timeline to them. And after some back and forth, if there needs to be back and forth with that, I will create a contract that has all those details in it, and in addition it has the usage rights and some other legal jargon in there. And also the terms about like if there's a deposit or not and how to pay me. And so after that is signed, I will start by creating a few concept sketches. And so for this particular project, it's for a nonprofit called Climbing for Change and a film festival organization called Real Rock. And they do rock climbing films mostly and outdoorsy stuff. And so the owner of Climbing for Change came to me and was like, hey, Real Rock really wants to like support Climbing for Change in some way through this year's festival. Let's make a cool t-shirt that can be sold at the festival and the proceeds can go to Climbing for Change. That's where I come in. And so I spoke to them about like what type of stuff they liked. And I love when clients will use like my artwork as reference because that makes it so easy. Like, oh yeah, I can do that. I've already done it. And so they had a couple examples of my work that they really liked. And after we did the concept sketches, I essentially was asked to like create another one, which sometimes happen. Sometimes they choose one, sometimes they're like, what if we like continue to develop this or like throw in a new idea, which is totally fine because that's like a part of the process that's laid out in the contract. And so I created another round of concepts and that was the winner. And once they approved that, I was like, okay, let me make a cleaner version of the art, like a cleaner line work and like propose the color palette. And so that's the step we're on now. They've approved all of it. And so now I'm ready to color in the line work essentially. And it's pretty fun. It's pretty easy. You know, especially working digitally, like it allows me to like correct errors, create interesting textures, and really play in a really carefree way without worrying about like wasting materials or wasting time because it's like so easy to like make corrections. But I've already kind of played around with the colors a little bit, doing little spot colorings when I was choosing the color palette, so hopefully everything works. The only kind of like creative challenge that I have with this is creating the textures. Like I really want the texture of each item to show through and like for the most part, like it doesn't need, I'm not going for like photorealism by any means, but I want the metal to look metallic. I want the rope to look like rope, that type of thing. So yeah, I am going to start this right here. There's a really strong chance I'm gonna end up on my couch. I'm gonna try and stay down here because that's how like I'm the most focused, but because it's like 7 p.m. now, I want to be horizontal. But we're gonna push through. Because this morning I went grocery shopping, you guys, and it was really chaotic. Like it took me hours. I went to 3 different grocery stores before I was able to find eggs. And on top of all of that, my main grocery store that I like to use is currently on strike. So there's no crossing the picket line. And also the shelves are empty in there because all the old people who don't care about strikes went in there and shopped and there's nobody to refill anything. So I've seen the TikToks, like it's nuts out here right now. But I got everything. Well, actually I didn't get everything. I still ended up forgetting stuff on the list, which is really annoying because I don't really do well with having to like navigate new stores in a time crunch at that, because obviously I knew I had work to get done, so I didn't have all day to be lingering and roaming around Costco. Like that place is massive and I'm new to shopping there, so I don't know where anything is. And a lot of stuff that I did want to get I ended up not getting because I couldn't find it. But I knew it was there because not me walking out the store and seeing people with the items that I was looking for in their carts, like at the checkout. So it's in there. I just didn't know where it was at. And so that's a little annoying. But we're stocked for the most part. I did find eggs eventually. Adult things. Very uneventful. But it had to be done. And so if that means I have to work a little later today, so be it. I think I'm gonna go to bed early anyway. Like, I'm not even gonna try and stay up and be fun because I'm kind of tired. But it could be just because I'm hungry. Okay, I'm being really random. I'm gonna go.
Be over there for 3 days. My aunt is here visiting, and we have an Airbnb. First time I'm renting a car. Go to the shoes. It is absolutely insane. I'm gonna go down to the beach for a quick little dip and experience that.
This is where I've gotten so far. Not very far, but my iPad is about to die, so I am going to take this as a dinner break and then I'll come back down here, I promise, and keep working on this. Raise your hand if you knew I was breaking that promise and I was not going back down there last night. I was so tired after I ate dinner. I went right to bed. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie. I went right to bed and I feel bad because I really needed to finish that artwork, but the reality is I am not a night owl. That ship has long sailed and I know myself. And if I try and force myself to create stuff when I'm tired late at night, it's sloppy. There are mistakes. I don't like it the next day. I just know myself. So here we are the next morning on the couch and we're gonna get this finished. Okay, I'm still in my pajamas. But I did unwrap my hair and wash my face and brush my teeth and all of that. Okay, today is Valentine's Day, so I'm not about to be working all day. I'm about to be swooned and loved on for the rest of the day. So let's get this artwork done, send it off, and maybe call it a day. We may be calling it a day. I did want to work on that wholesale spreadsheet thingy, but I don't want to take myself down a rabbit hole that I know I'm not going to finish. Let me just be real. So that may be the priority for next week. Okay, but let's finish this artwork and get it sent off because I feel horrible. Let's do it.
They walked for what seemed like at least a half an hour, their robes snagging on low-slung branches and brambles. After a while, they noticed that the ground... Dunno. Then, to their right came a sudden blaze of light, so bright in the darkness that both of them flung up their hands to shield their eyes. Fang yelped and tried to run, but got lodged in a tangle of thorns and yelped even louder. I certainly remember you saying you were sorry you hadn't had a crack at the monster before Hagrid was arrested, said Snape. Didn't you say that the whole affair had been bungled and that you should have been given a free rein from the first? Frantically, I mean, she was a pureblood. There can't be any other reason. Harry could see the sun sinking blood red below the skyline. This was the worst he had ever felt. Dumbledore simply. For a minute, neither of them spoke. Then Dumbledore pulled open one of the drawers in Professor McGonagall's desk and took out a quill and a bottle of ink. Dumbledore, but this time Lord Voldemort was acting through somebody else by means of this diary.
Okay, friends. Oh, not the shadow. All right, friends, I finished. Let me pop it up right here. This is what it looks like. I think it came out pretty awesome. I had a vision, and this is like 99% close to the vision I had in my head. I even did some mock-ups. I'll show you that. So the organizer can kind of see what color they want to choose for the t-shirt. These were the 3 colors that he was already kind of eyeing, so I threw the design on there just so he can get an idea. But I am still waiting for their response, but I'm gonna leave you guys here because, like I said, it's Valentine's Day. I am ready to go get cute so I can be wined and dined like all of us women deserve. Okay, and the crick in my neck is actually criminal. All right. Oh my god, it's actually criminal. But yeah, I'm going to go get ready to enjoy my day and my weekend. And I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little, I don't even know if it's quick, oh my god. But okay, editing Tasha here, popping in because that actually was not the last version of the artwork. The client actually had some like minor tweaks they still wanted to make, and it was easy enough that I was okay with doing it. So I'm gonna actually show you right here. This is the final artwork. The background color changed, and they wanted the outer circle to have more of an organic shape to it, which was what I had in the original concept sketch anyway. So that was me doing my own thing apparently. But I think this came out really good. Let me know what you think, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.